Hello, welcome to the 5.3 video. This one is about noteworthy information. You will notice there's actually two videos for 5.3. This one is going to talk about what type of information we're looking for now that we found our sources. So what information we want to find. And then the next video is going to be about how you're going to take your notes and put them into your own words. So our objective today is that you will be able to find noteworthy evidence about your topic and paraphrase that information into your notes. So what do we mean by noteworthy evidence? Noteworthy evidence gives you a better understanding of your topic and makes you more comfortable presenting the topic. This is going to be really important because the final project is recording a podcast. You essentially need to be an expert on this topic so you can comfortably talk about and record yourself talking about this topic. Noteworthy evidence also gives us support for our argument. So remember, with these social issues, most of these topics have multiple sides to it, right? And in order to take a side, take a stance, you're going to need evidence to support your argument. The more evidence you have, the more persuasive your argument will be. So we are looking for noteworthy evidence that supports our argument. So supports means that this piece of information holds up your argument, helps you make a point that would otherwise be common knowledge. We want our evidence to elaborate. So elaborate means develop or present a point in more detail. We also want our noteworthy evidence to explain something. So that makes a point clearer and it reveals relevant facts or information. Finally, we want our noteworthy evidence to prove our argument or prove something that demonstrates the point is true by using evidence or facts or statistics to back it up. So let's look at what the opposite of noteworthy evidence is common knowledge. So we are not looking for common knowledge. Common knowledge is things that's just generally known and accepted information about a topic. It's stuff you can find easily in several sources, things that you might just already know without doing the research. So let's look at a couple of examples. The first example of common knowledge would be like, there is a lot of police violence in this country. That is something that a lot of people know without having to research it. This isn't very specific, right? But it's common accepted knowledge. Also, nuclear waste creates health risks. Okay, great. I would say that is common knowledge. That's something that people agree on and accept. But we need to go deeper than that. We need to find some facts or statistics to back up this statement. So let's look at a couple examples of what common knowledge is and how we can take that into being noteworthy evidence. So this is information we found from students of what kind of common knowledge you all might already have. If you're into sneakers or if you know anything about Nike or expensive shoes, this is a piece of common knowledge that Nike Air Mags are very expensive shoes. Okay, so that's common knowledge. How can we bring this statement to be noteworthy evidence? Here is an example of what this might look like. The highest eBay bid of Nike Air Mags in 2011, the 2011 version, was $37,500. The 2006 version can be purchased for $125,000, and you can start bidding at $20,000. All right, so do you see how this information supports, elaborates, explains, and proves the common knowledge that these are expensive shoes? All of these facts, including dates and amounts of money, this supports our statement that these are really expensive sneakers. So this is a good example of noteworthy evidence. Let's look at another example. So when we ask students, like, who are some of the best singers today? A lot of people will respond, SZA is one of the best singers today. So that could be common knowledge, right? Something that people know. And this is an example of how to take that statement and put it into noteworthy evidence. SZA's album SOS was #1 for 9 weeks on the Billboard 200, making it the longest charting #1 album by a woman since Adele's 25 7 years before. Okay, so this is facts, statistics about SZA's success that supports, proves, explains why she is one of the best singers today. Finally, we have some common knowledge. If you are a basketball fan or following the NBA, people might say that the Golden State Warriors is the best team in the NBA. Okay, let's see if we can find some information that supports this or explains it further, gives us some facts or statistics. A piece of noteworthy evidence to support that might be that the Golden State Warriors, they've won 4 national championships in the last 8 years, and they're rated the most valuable team worth $7 billion. All right, so do you see how it's harder to debate with this when you're giving these facts and statistics to support your argument, right? So this is the kind of information we are looking for, is facts and statistics and details. You are going to find noteworthy evidence on your research topic, and you're going to copy and paste those pieces of evidence into your social issues research notes. Your notes are going to be graded as your summative assessment. And part of what they're going to be graded on, this is straight from the rubric we'll use to grade your notes, is we want your notes to be full of noteworthy evidence that explains, proves, elaborates, and supports. Your notes should include facts, statistics, definitions, examples, and/or quotations from experts about your topic. So that's what you're looking for in your sources. This is, I want to show you, this is on your notes document. If you scroll down from the top page, you are going to start by typing your topic right here. So if the example topic was animal experimentation or testing, type that right there. And then we need to come up with some research questions. So in order to know what kind of information we're looking for, we need to start with asking questions about our topic. For example, should animals have rights? Why are animals used for experimentation? How are they experimented on? A lot of us have really broad topics. Think if you're doing something like climate change or racism. These are really broad topics, and we want to try and narrow in on some specific questions. Maybe like, what are the causes? What are some solutions? Things like that. So once you've done that, remember that you already pasted 3 sources that you found for your topic. You want to go back and open up your source, and then start finding noteworthy evidence that you can copy and paste right here in your notes. And then you will be paraphrasing that information or putting it into your own words. So that's what the next video is. Now that we're done with this video, I want you to head over, finish up your notes, and then head over to the next 5.3 video on paraphrasing.